This is our league. This was built, like, I feel like as a women's basketball historian myself, I've been watching since I was 5. I was here before the league started, as a lot of the fans on social media feel the same. Caitlin, unfortunately for her, this is a group that is attached to her, not her asking this group to follow. It seems that they found a home in this fan base, thinking that that's where it was. Come on now, that's not acceptable. I mean, honestly, imagine if one of the stands said the things that they were saying. What if they said it to your daughter, your wife, your cousin, your sister? That ain't a representation of us. Y'all not like us. They not like us, okay? So please don't confuse me saying motivated by hate by meaning hating on a team the way a normal, die-hard fan would.
Remember when you first started a new job? The pressure, the expectations, the mistakes. Now imagine doing that with millions of people watching your every move. That's Caitlin Clark's life right now. Her journey from college star to WNBA rookie is wild, and it's got fans in an uproar. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Clark was a total beast in college. She was breaking records left and right, and fans couldn't get enough of her. But then she hit the WNBA, and things got real.
I'm disappointed in you, and Molly, I'm disappointed in you. Molly, what's up? You understand? Because here's where I'm at, Molly. Where all the ladies at? What did I say? I mean, who's the bad guy? Shay. It me. We were the bad guys. Shay. Molly. I said.
Really, Molly? Wow.
They jumped on us. They jumped on us, Molly. They jumped on us as a
In her first game, she set a record, but not the good kind. She had 10 turnovers. That's the most ever for a rookie debut. Ouch. But here's the thing, Clark's not letting that stop her. She's still leading all rookies in points and assists. It's like she's on a roller coaster, and we're all along for the ride. But here's where things get crazy. Clark's journey isn't just about basketball. It's about expectations, pressure, and a whole lot of drama. And you won't believe who's caught in the middle. You'd think the WNBA would be all smiles with Clark's popularity, but it's not that simple. The league's aggressive push for Clark is causing some serious tension. Are they setting her up for success or putting her in the crosshairs? The WNBA's gone all in on Caitlin Clark, and it's wild. They've scheduled 36 of the Indiana Fever's 40 games on national TV.
Because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their intention, and they're not as talented, we're not putting the best team out there.
It's unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next. Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
That's insane for a rookie. It's like they're saying, hey everyone, check out our new star. But here's the thing, this much attention can be a double-edged sword. Let's talk about the good stuff first. Clark's bringing in the fans like nobody's business. The Fever's averaging over 17,000 fans per game. That's a huge jump from last season. People are showing up to see Clark do her thing, and she's delivering. It's like every game's a party, and Clark's the main event. But not everyone's feeling the love. Some of the other players in the league are getting a little salty. They're looking at all this attention Clark's getting and thinking, what about us? It's like when your little sister gets all the attention at family dinners. Sure, you're happy for her, but part of you is like, hey, I'm here too. This jealousy is causing some drama on the court. Players are coming at Clark harder, trying to prove a point. It's like they're saying, okay rookie, let's see what you've got. And Clark's feeling the heat. In her first game, she set a not so great record with 10 turnovers. That's the most ever for a rookie debut. Ouch. But here's where it gets really interesting. The WNBA's in a tough spot. They're trying to ride the Clark wave, hoping she'll bring in more fans and more money, but they've got to keep the rest of the league happy too. It's like they're walking a tightrope, and one wrong move could send everything crashing down. Clark knows she's in a pressure cooker. She's said, I know the outside world thinks I'm going to do some amazing things, but that might take some time. It's like she's asking for a little patience. But in the world of pro sports, patience isn't always on the menu. So what's the WNBA to do? Keep pushing Clark as their golden girl and risk alienating other players? Or dial it back and maybe miss out on all the hype? It's a tough call, and there's no easy answer. The WNBA's balancing act is tricky, but it's nothing compared to the storm brewing in the stands. What if I told you that that Clark's fans are becoming as much of a headline as she is. Their passion is taking the league by surprise, and not always in a good way. Caitlin Clark's fan base is like a force of nature. They're showing up in droves, filling arenas and making noise like never before. It's incredible to see how one player can ignite such passion. But here's the thing, sometimes that passion is spilling over in ways that are causing some serious headaches for the league. Let's talk about what happened after a disappointing playoff performance. Clark's fans were so upset, they actually staged a walkout. Can you imagine? Thousands of people just getting up and leaving because their favourite player didn't meet their sky-high expectations. It's like they forgot she's still a rookie finding her footing in the big leagues. But that's not even the craziest part. Some of Clark's supporters have taken things to a whole new level. They're not just cheering for her, they're going after other players. Angel Reese, one of Clark's rivals, has been facing some serious heat from Clark's fans. We're talking accusations of harassment. It's gotten so bad that Renee Montgomery, co-owner of the Atlanta Dream, had to speak up. She said some fans have crossed the line. It's like they've forgotten this is just a game, not a war. And you know what's really wild? The officiating is getting caught in the crossfire too. Clark's fans are all over the refs, claiming they're not giving her a fair shake during games. Every call against her is met with boos and jeers. It's like they think she should be immune to fouls or something. This whole situation is putting the WNBA in a tough spot. They want the passion and the crowds that Clark brings, but they can't have fans harassing players or undermining the integrity of the game. It's like trying to ride a tiger, exciting but dangerous if you lose control. Clark herself seems to be feeling the pressure. After a tough loss to the Storm, she said, "Nobody gives me advice in-game." That's a pretty heavy statement from a rookie. It's like she's out there on an island, trying to live up to impossible expectations while the world watches her every move. The WNBA's got a real challenge on its hands. They need to find a way to harness all this passion without letting it turn toxic. It's great that Clark is bringing in new fans and excitement, but at what cost? The league can't afford to alienate other players or let the game become secondary to the drama in the stands. So, what's next? The WNBA's got to make a move, and fast. They need to find a way to celebrate Clark's talent and the enthusiasm she brings, while also protecting their other players and the integrity of the game. It's a tightrope walk, and one wrong step could send everything tumbling down. Just when you thought the situation couldn't get more heated, the WNBA stepped into the ring, but their words might have just knocked them out cold. Why are Clark's supporters even more fired up? And what did the league say that has everyone talking? The WNBA decided to address the growing tension surrounding Caitlin Clark with an official statement. They condemned hateful behavior towards players, hoping to calm things down. But oh boy, did that backfire. Instead of putting out the fire, they poured gasoline on it. Clark's fans weren't having any of it. They called the statement cringe and accused the WNBA of ignoring the real issues. It's like the league showed up to a party with the wrong gift, and now everyone's mad. So what's got Clark's supporters so riled up? They feel like the WNBA completely missed the point. The fans aren't just cheering for Clark, they're worried about her. They've been watching her games, seeing her get pushed around on the court, and they're not happy about it. The WNBA's statement didn't say a word about the physical play Clark's been facing. It's like they're telling fans, hey, be nice, while ignoring the elephant in the room. Clark's supporters are thinking, what about protecting our star player? This whole situation is like a pressure cooker, and the WNBA just cranked up the heat. Fans are flooding social media, calling out the league for not addressing the rough treatment Clark's been getting. They're saying things like, how about you protect your players instead of lecturing the fans? The backlash is so intense, it's making people wonder about Clark's future in the league. Is this the kind of drama she signed up for? Some fans are even suggesting she might be better off in another league where she'd be more appreciated. It's a classic case of good intentions gone wrong. The WNBA wanted to address the negativity, but they ended up creating more problems. Now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. If they ignore the fans' concerns, they look out of touch. But if they admit they messed up, it might make them look weak. All of this is putting even more pressure on Clark. She's trying to find her footing as a rookie, and now she's at the center of this storm. It's like she's playing two games at once. One on the court and one in the court of public opinion. The big question now is, what's the WNBA's next move? They can't ignore this backlash, but they also can't let fans dictate how they run the league. It's a delicate balance, and right now, it feels like they're teetering on the edge. This whole situation is shining a spotlight on some bigger issues in the WNBA. How do they protect their players? How do they manage fan expectations? And how do they handle the sudden surge of attention that comes with a star like Clark? Caitlin Clark's WNBA journey is like a wild roller coaster ride. She's our basketball hero, facing challenges left and right. From breaking records in college to stumbling in her rookie debut, Clark's story is full of ups and downs. But here's the thing, Clark's not backing down. She's leading rookies in points and assists, even with all the pressure. It's like she's in a real-life sports movie, battling tough opponents and crazy expectations. Clark knows she's got a long way to go. She said it herself. I know the outside world thinks I'm going to do some amazing things, but that might take some time. It's like she's asking us to be patient while she figures things out. So what's next for Clark? Will she become the WNBA superstar everyone expects? Or will the pressure be too much? One thing's for sure, we're all watching to see what happens.